All right, let's go to our last guest of the day. We always save the best for last here on the Helwani program. We talk now to Al Iaquinta, who's in the Big D, who's in Texas. Is that right, Al? Are you there?
Oh, what's up, Ariel?
How are you, sir? Where are you right now?
I just got into the hotel room.
Oh, my.
Relaxing. Aljo went downstairs to go sign the posters and stuff. I'm just relaxing a little bit, you know?
So this is a good time.
A good time to talk.
Yeah. I was worried. I get very worried about the flights and the delays and if I'm bothering you. And I think I sent one text too many on Saturday because then you disappeared on me. I was very worried about the whole thing. No one knows what we're talking about except for me right now and you.
Yeah, it was Labor Day weekend. I meant to text you back.
No, that's cool. All right. Well,
we made it happen.
We made it happen. By the way, Logan Paul versus Sage Northcutt. You in or are you in?
Oh, I think I'm in on that.
I think I'm in too.
I think I'm in.
Oh, man.
I think Sage's got to beat him up pretty good. He's a good wrestler, I heard, but I don't know.
You'd watch.
Fight.
You'd watch.
Oh, I'd watch.
Okay.
I didn't see the. I don't even know who is this KSI, so I don't really know. I'm not like. I don't know. It's all big news to me. This whole thing that they got going on with the YouTubers fighting each other.
It's a crazy world we live in, Al.
It is sick. What is going on? It's nuts.
So let's talk about you, because you were supposed to fight August 25th. We had you on the program. You needed a little more time. Health-wise, how are we feeling?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Back in the gym. Been training hard now for a little bit. And just getting better. Getting better every day. And enjoying it. I don't have like a deadline or anything. Well, I kind of do. They offered me a Kevin Lee.
Yeah.
On December 12th.
15th.
So I said December 15th. Where is it? Milwaukee.
Yep.
On Fox.
Yep.
Sick.
Yes.
So I said yes. So now it's in Kevin Lee's, the ball's in his court. He's got to say yes. He can't. He talks for like 2 years. He can't say no. So I guess that'll probably be the fight.
So why does this interest you if you have a win over him?
Because he's right up there,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big fan of Kevin Lee.
Right.
So
I
think I have like I don't know. He had the same attitude when we fought the first time. He walked in like he was, gonna kick my. He was like acting all. He thought he didn't stink. Now he's back on the same. I think I humbled him for a little bit after that fight, and he kind of like was working hard and caught. But now his head's blown up again, big. So I think it's right about time for a little reality check.
So Lee was on MMA Junkie Radio late last week, and he said, quote, Al is too finicky. He's too back and forth. I ain't about to sign no contract with nobody that I don't think will show up or is going to give me a bunch of hassle. He wants to go back and forth on Twitter more than anything. And it's like, look, bro, I'm working. Don't effing bother me while I'm working. Quit effing tweeting me in SHIT. If you want me, then there are 2 or 3 people that you have to go through to get me. I make myself very hard to reach for a reason. There are things that I'm trying to do that are more long-term than what these guys are thinking about, end quote. What do you make of that? It sounds like he's not interested.
Finicky, I mean, I've never missed weight. When I show up at the weigh-ins, I'm on weight. So finicky, who's finicky? That was a lot. He's got a lot of people to go through. What does that mean? Like, to get to the cage, I'm going to have to fight people before I fight, like, on the way to talking. Or is he talking about, like, his managers? I got to talk to them, or I don't know. I don't know what he talks about. I don't know what to make of it. But he is, the last part of that statement is probably the only thing that really matters. He's working hard, and he's gotten a lot better. He's young. He's tough. Definitely tough. Barbosa freaking kicked him. A lot of guys. He survived that. So he's tough. But the rest of that nonsense, finicky, freaking he's like a 170 pounder that just can't. He's like scared to jump in the pool, so he just cuts weight a lot.
So it sounds like after the Gaethje fight, he was then angling for that fight. Are you concerned that now they're going to just do Gaethje versus Lee? Because it sounds like Gaethje is somewhat interested as well, because he was tweeting about him too. It feels like a little bit of a love triangle here between you three.
That's weird, but
not love per se, but a triangle, if you will, a fight triangle.
I know. Yeah. Whatever, man. I don't know. They offered me the fight, Kevin Lee, in Milwaukee. So I don't know what he's talking about now. I didn't hear much of it, but they offered me the fight. I said yes. I still haven't heard anything for sure, but Sean Shelby says that's the plan. So that's what I'm fighting.
That's what you're preparing for.
Yeah.
Okay. To the best of your knowledge, do you know if he's behind the scenes accepted it and maybe just talking, to create some buzz here in the public?
Somebody said they talked to his management, and his management said that he's in.
Oh, okay. All right.
So,
now, what about...
I think it's a done deal.
Can I ask you this? August 29th, you tweeted Justin Gaethje. Been thinking, I own a house in one of the wealthiest counties in the nation. You a hillbilly. You won one fight and a little money. In the big scheme of things, you could have made our fight happen and more money, but you kissed the peach. Where did this come from? I left out a part at the end there.
What was at the end?
You're the something.
Oh yeah, he called me a like, bro, listen. I'm not worried about what Justin Gaethje thinks. I'm freaking living in paradise right now. You're gonna call me a because you dude, save it. We get it. You're on your high horse. You knocked out Vic. You're living large right now, okay, buddy? But guess what? In the big scheme of things, I'm doing all right. I'm not. No one thinks I'm a. Trust me. If anything, he's the. But, and I'm not talking about as far as being tough. He's tough as nails, but just But he did it right. He did it his way. He made. We're doing all good. We're all doing good. Everyone's doing good. He made a lot of money doing it his way, and I'm doing it my way. So it's fine.
What do you mean? What do you mean by kiss the peach?
Kiss is there. He freaking. I don't know. He could have made that fight happen.
Yeah. You think
if he would have put it. If he was on the fighter's side, I don't know how to explain it without really explaining it, but he could have made the fight. The fight could have happened.
The one against you?
Yeah.
On August 25th or at a later date?
I don't know. I don't know what the plan would have been. But it could have been worked out one way or the other. But he just took the fight against Vic, And Vic had to take the fight. Vic, said he was hoping to get a big win and get, then he was going to get the payday after the big win. But it kind of works out backwards when you go like that.
Sure.
He could have fought a 3-round fight against a guy that's not ranked and got paid the same. But he had to take this fight to try to get to the next level. Right? So I think he got a little underpaid for this fight being a main event. And now he's, I don't know. I don't want to get knocked out like that for anything less than what I deserve.
Right.
And that I would get. I don't want the chance of that happening because it can happen to anybody. It happened to Gaethje the last fight. It happened to Vic this fight. It could happen to anybody, but I'm not about to put myself out there for something less than especially if I just came off a big fight where I took a lot of damage. I'm just jump in there and basically take a pay cut because it was like they were offering him he earned the spot to be in that fight, so they weren't doing him any favors.
It's interesting to hear him say that you're finicky, because Kevin Lee, that is, because like you told me recently you wanted the Ferguson fight. I know that you were somewhat interested in Pettis. Now Kevin Lee, Gaethje, you just said that you were interested if things would have been worked out. You want to get back in there. You want to fight by the end of the year, correct?
Yeah. No, yeah. I'm fighting. I think it's Sean Shelby said December 15th in Milwaukee. They want to get behind me. They want to show me that they really want to push me and do the right thing. So I said, I'm in. Kevin Lee, December 15th. Let's go. So that's the plan.
And what a great vote of confidence. You would this would be the headliner?
Yeah.
You would headline the last ever UFC on Fox show. I mean, what that is
on Fox.
Beautiful, right?
That would be great. It would be great. It's I think I've earned it.
I think so too. Are you going to go to 229 to get a good look at those two guys? Conor, Khabib, you got Ferguson, Pettis. I mean, that's a lightweight little tournament there. Are you going to go?
No, not big. Not. I'm going to try to go to the one at MSG in November. Chris is fighting, and Frivola. We got Frivola's fighting. How about Aljamain Sterling fighting this weekend?
Yes.
We got Dennis Bazooka is another guy from our gym who's he's making his pro debut in the Bellator card in Nassau Coliseum. I'm looking forward to that. He's the guy that I've been training a lot. He's got a lot of talent. We got a lot of good young upcoming guys that I'm excited about. Aljo on Saturday, sick.
You'll be cornering him?
Good. Yep. Yeah. I'll be in his corner.
How's he doing?
Absolutely. He's doing good. He's looking like an absolute savage.
Really?
Yeah. The guy for 135 pounds, you look at him, I mean, he's shredded and, but he's not like really, you wouldn't think she's twice as strong as you would. By looking at him, you'd be like, oh, that guy looks pretty strong. Then he grabs a hold of you like, holy shit. Grip strength. He's been grinding, man. He's been working hard for a long time, and it's paying off. So I'm looking forward to him going out there and having some fun this weekend.
Yeah, one of the more intriguing fights on the card. He's fighting Cody Stamann, who is 17-1, hasn't lost in the UFC. He hasn't lost in over 4 years. I think he's like 10-0 in his last 10 fights. How do you beat him? Have you looked at tape on this guy?
Well, I think Aljo's got his game, and every fight he's getting more and more comfortable using all this. His legs do some crazy. He's got some kicks that are out of this world. He's got his hands. He's just doing everything right. He's all in, and I think every fight he's getting more and more comfortable. He's letting his hands go. He's mixing in the takedowns better, and on the ground he's just a freak. He does things that he gets guys' backs from the weirdest positions, and he's on there. And once he's on your back, it's not fun.
Who do you think wins, Ferguson or Pettis?
I don't know. All these fights, I have no idea. Conor and Khabib.
You don't know? You don't have a pick?
I don't. Obviously, I want Khabib to kill him in the first round and make me look good, but I don't know. I think that Conor is going to surprise people on the ground, and I think Khabib is going to surprise people standing up. I don't think it's like everyone's like, oh, Conor's going to hit him with one shot. If he can't, it's like a throwback UFC 1, like ground versus stand-up guy in everyone's opinion. But I think it's way more evenly matched in all facets of the fight. But now that I said that, who knows? Conor will probably knock him out one shot. Who knows? I don't know.
Al, before
The guy's...
Go ahead.
Conor's got that, like, X factor, you know?
Yeah.
But I guess Khabib does, too. He's just, I don't know, I think maybe I gave some people hope after the last fight, you know? I think before that fight, everyone was like, oh, Khabib was just going to run through everybody. Now there's, like, a little bit of a glimmer of hope, and Conor, I think that's all he needs to really get in his groove, you know?
Before I let you go, Cajun Johnson was on the show last week, and he said essentially that there's no momentum behind Project Spearhead. Do you feel the same way at this point? Is there nothing really going on?
Yeah, I haven't heard anything. I think I don't know. I don't know what the plan is.
But no momentum would be accurate.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say it's probably about accurate.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you doing this, Al. Thank you very much for checking in. Best of luck to Aljamain this weekend. Huge fight for him against Cody Stamann. I hope to see you out there in the Big D.
You're coming out?
Yes.
I'll see you out here, man.
All right. Thanks for doing this. Thank you, Al. All the best to you guys. There he is, Aljamain Sterling, fighting this weekend against Cody Stamann. His good friend Iaquinta will be in his corner, kind enough to stop by and join us via the hotel room in beautiful Dallas, Texas. You can hit my music before I say goodbye here, and want to let everyone know that the post show is coming up. We'll have that again like last week on YouTube, iTunes, its own little feed there. In our feed, it'll be its own little file. New York Rick and I are going to talk about UFC 228, the betting lines and whatnot. We'll talk about Paddy Pimblett losing. We'll talk about Pearl Gonzalez getting back on track. Maybe a little PFL. Maybe a little all-in. There's still a lot more to discuss. BJ Penn coming back. JDS versus Tai Tuivasa. What else is going on? All kinds of things. UFC 229 and the crazy lines for UFC 228. So that's on the post-fight show, or I should call it the post show, Ariel Helwani's MMA post show. And again, you can get that on iTunes and YouTube and all those places afterwards. But that will do it for the live portion of today's program. If you missed Skype, we'll get it back next week. Hopefully, there were some Skype issues today, and we didn't want to ruin everyone's day with poor audio or poor video. So we thought, you know what, let's make the executive decision and just go with phone only today. But a good show. Thank you to all who tuned in. Thank you to all who stopped by. Thank you very much to all our guests today. Thank you very much to the great Oscar De La Hoya. Thank you to James Vick. Thank you to Mike Perry, Stephen Thompson, Trevor Whitman, Uriah Faber twice. Thank you very much to Kamaru Usman, Sage Northcutt, and Iaquinta. Back next week on Monday, same time and place. Until I say peace, somebody.